and I'm going to be talking about what now going forward, how I'm going to address these health issues. And I'm just going to warn you right now, flat out, in the most nicest way possible, because I am trying to be nicer and not a total bitch all the time. I don't need your comments saying, here we go again. I don't need illness shaming, cycle shaming. I don't need your negative comments. I don't care about them. They're not wanted here, so please go elsewhere. Thank you. I want to have an organized kitchen because this time around on this health journey, I need to be organized and have things on hand and handy so that I can just quickly whip up a healthy meal or a healthy snack. So I talked to my doctor yesterday over the phone, Monday. Yeah, today's Tuesday, yes, yesterday. Hi. And she's very concerned about my diabetes. My blood sugar was 14 fasting, which is very high. And she wants to start me on Ozempic, which is supposed to help with appetite, with weight loss, and with blood sugar regulation. So I have to go in to see her to talk about that because she has to show me how to do the needle, how to do the injection. So I'm going to be seeing her about getting my diabetes under control. And there's also my digestive issues. The CT scan showed, again, a lot of inflammation in the bowel area. And I mean, this is nothing surprising to me considering how many times I go to the bathroom a day, diarrhea a day. It's just, you know, uncomfortable and triggered by a lot of things I eat, and my liver issues. I have an enlarged liver, so I have extreme fatty liver. So there's a lot of healing that has to go on in my body inflammation wise. So I'm trying to stick to anti-inflammatory foods. I'm trying to stick to foods that are low in fat and saturated fat. I'm trying to stay away from dairy. I'm trying to eat foods that are really high in fiber. The ER doctor, they don't usually talk too much about nutrition, I find, ER doctors, but this one did take the time to talk to me about high fiber diet will help rebuild my gut microbiome, especially after another strong dose of antibiotics. So moving forward, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be focusing on clean eating. So anything I do in this Foodie Beauty kitchen is going to be cooked. I don't want to order out anymore. I really don't. I really want to see what life is going to be like for me on the healthy side of things, because if I keep going with all of these health issues, I won't be here for much longer. And that's just the grim reality. Whenever, I used to think it's just a cliche, and I used to think, yeah, right, when people would say, there's nothing tastes as good as healthy feels. And I really believe that now, because I don't want to feel like shit. Like, feeling like crap is the worst. I know it's going to be hard, and I know there's going to be times when I'm so moody and I just want to flip out and smash something, because I have a feeling that junk food withdrawals are not pleasant. I did experience the beginning of that and caved almost every time and ordered pizza. So I know what that's like, and I'm not looking forward to that. What I'm trying to do to combat that is it does help that my stomach doesn't feel good right now, so I'm not really craving to gorge on things that will upset it, make it sick. So I'm, going forward, I'm going to be on, it's not a weight loss journey. It's not another cleanse. It's not anything like that. It's another attempt at a lifestyle change, and it has to be drastic. I don't have time to fool around and slowly eliminate things that are bad for me, or only have things that are bad for me in moderation, because my body just rejects it. My body is definitely rejecting it. My body's telling me things, and I need to listen this time. I'm going to be aiming for 40 days with only spring water. So, but let me get to why. So fasting, I have been doing a lot of research off and on, watching a lot of videos, reading a lot of articles, like medical articles about the benefits of fasting. Now, I just want to put a disclaimer. I've probably put a note before I start the video, but don't attempt what I'm doing unless you have clearance from your doctor. I don't have clearance from a doctor, but I know that I've done it before and I know I can do it again. I have a lot of illnesses. I have a lot of inflammation in my body, you know, in my back and my joints and things. I can feel it. A lot of swelling, inflammation, a lot of, you know, acne, like coming up more, hormonal imbalance. I plan to rectify or try to rectify the hormonal balances, which gives me hair loss and things like that. So I hope to, you know, correct a lot of things, health issues, maybe breathing issues, weight. I expect to lose quite a bit of amount of weight. Even eating things in moderation that are hyper palatable in sugar. It's called a pleasure trap. Basically, you know, if you keep feeding your body a lot of hyper palatable foods that are rich in fats, sugar, salt, it's just gonna want to crave that and crave that, and you're just perpetuating the addiction to food. So I think to fully reset my palate, my body, everything, just completely reset my system from the inside out. I want more mental clarity. I heard that you gain more mental clarity after pushing through maybe the first week. It's different for everybody, you know. There are medical signs I've researched and to look for of when I should break the fast. So if it becomes medically dangerous for me, you know, I will stop. But I'm just planning on doing this on my own and with you guys, of course, whoever's left to support me, because I know that it just seems like another irrational, erratic, crazy, impulsive idea. But, you know, like I said, I've done the 5 days before. I really believe in fasting, the power of fasting. It's just I never had the willpower to do it. I just never could do it. I don't think that eating food, like, who am I kidding? I'm kidding myself. Well, like cheesecake in moderation, lasagna in moderation, I don't think that's realistic as I thought, in a way, when it comes to health, when it comes to resetting my palate, getting rid of those urges to eat those bad foods. Because after I ate the cheesecake and lasagna last night, and I hate to admit this because I know I'm going to get so much hate for it, but I'm just really ignoring, I'm just ignoring it and just doing me. But at the same time, I can just guess what people are going to say, you know. And I really overate last night so bad, and you know, I just haven't been doing well. So I'm gonna let the proof be in my videos. I'm going to vlog every day my progress. I'm gonna weigh in every day. I'm actually ashamed of my weigh-in today. So I will insert that. Actually, I'll put that up here somewhere. 169 kilos, man. Like, that's bad. So I've just been extra sedentary, like, since I hurt my back. You know, I've been using that as an excuse to not really even do anything, and I've just been like feeling down about, oh my gosh, like, I'm starting a diet cycle again, and I just don't have any like belief in myself, and I've just been like not in a good place. But today I'm hopeful. You know, I'm not hungry at all. Like, I thought I would be starving. In the moments, sometimes I feel a bit nauseous, and I just kind of like lay down for a few minutes, and it passes. Like, it passes fairly quickly. I had maybe so far just a liter of water today. I'm not going to over drink, because there is like, it can be dangerous to just sit and chug all kinds of water. So I'm going to let my body metabolize the water I put inside of it before I drink too much. But the idea is also that, you know, your body will become fat adapted. So I have like, look at me, I'm 169 kilos. So I have so much excess weight. I have about, you know, I could weigh maybe like 120 pounds. So I have over 200 pounds, like 250 pounds of excess weight that my body can munch on, that my body can metabolize. The fat stores are there for a reason, right? They're for survival when you have no food. Well, if I keep feeding my body food, my liver will just keep storing glycogen. It will never deplete the resources in my liver. That's another thing. I have non-alcoholic fatty liver disease that I want to completely just get rid of. And I think that fasting, number one, will be beneficial for that. 100%. I believe that. So I just really, really want to, well, inshallah, you know, everything I do right now, inshallah. But I think that, you know, it sounds unrealistic. I know people I've already told in my real life are rolling their eyes. This is not the way to go. Just eat vegetables, eat meats. But I feel like I need a system reset because I'm just too addicted to food at this point. And I think that this is a very, it's like a new start, a fresh start. I've never refreshed my body and fully given it a break from eating. And I think that there's going to be a lot to learn in this. And how, you know, it's also going to teach me self-discipline and persistence and willpower. I'm going to be exercising my willpower as well. So I really want to do this. I hope that you guys will be on board with me. I'm not encouraging you to do it unless you think that medically it's really safe for you. But this is just my own personal journey. I want to like just wear normal clothes. Like I want to be able to wear, you know, pants and a shirt. Like I don't have to wear a bias, but I do because of my weight. You know, I have to cover my body and the bias is the biggest thing. So, I want to do this. I really, really do. And I know I'll feel really good if I do succeed in doing it. I know I'll get rid of a lot of the inflammation in my body. I don't know how much weight I'll lose. I'm not really focusing just on the weight loss because it's not sustainable when you're fasting. When you eat, you're going to put it back. But the refeeding stage is a whole other thing I'm not even thinking about right now. I'm just going to have to... Sorry. Then I can, you know, I'll still have a bit of time to worry about the trip and planning the trip, and it'll be such a good reward. It'll be amazing. It'll be amazing content because, you know, another country with my love, and it'll just be awesome vlogs. It's what I've always wanted to do. You know, I've always said, like, I want to do travel vlogs with the love of my life. And so I want to make that happen. But, yeah, the pets will be taken care of. Don't worry about that. Like 39 years of just straight feeding constantly, all day, every day. You know, I get depressed about that when I think about it because of the abuse I've done to my body, you know. I put it through a lot that I'm like even surprised sometimes that I'm like even still here, like walking around, barely, but still. So this will be like a whole new life for me. This will be so beneficial in so many ways. I am going to take my blood sugar because I do have that monitor now, and I want to show you guys what my blood sugar is. And I have been taking my blood sugar. It's kind of a problem. Well, it is a problem, a big enough problem. 316. That's really high from what I gather. I'm not used to the MGDL. Usually it's MMOL. From when I was in Canada, I had that machine. So my blood sugars have rocketed in not that long. Struggling with eating habits and lack of exercise and all that stuff. So 316, when I fast and wake up, I take my blood sugar, it was 230, around that. So which is still high. It should be like I think around 100 if I'm not mistaken. So I went to see a doctor here about it. You know, I told Salah my blood sugar is pretty high, and he said, I'll take you to a doctor tomorrow. Whenever I took my blood sugar for the first time, it was like 369 when I took it that night. It was after a day of not eating very well. And so I told the doctor about my problem. My blood pressure is also high. So before I go on any medications, I just want to give it an honest try for now with diet and exercise, which they did say is the main thing that will help if I reduce some weight. Reduce weight, watch what I eat. Of course, they say limit carbs, which I understand now, process, like limiting the sugar, because I have a problem regulating sugar now. So I need to really limit that in my body, at least until I can get this under control. And then I'm gonna go back in a month's time, and if my blood sugars are still out of whack, I'll have to go on medication. So I'm really wanting to give it, you know, try harder than I've ever tried in my life. I don't think I've ever really tried super hard, because when it gets really hard, which it really is, I just give up. You know, I just give up. I panic. I listen to the urges, and I just don't give it enough of a try. And I'm getting up there in age. I'm 39. I could be living a very active, happier life, healthier. You know, health is happiness for sure. You can't enjoy life if you're not healthy. I mean, my trip to Thailand was awesome, but it could have been so much more awesome if I felt well. I don't feel well. I feel like I have no energy. I feel like I'm 80 years old. Let's face it, I probably really physically have the, you know, the physical capabilities. Some even 80-year-olds even have more of physical capabilities than me. And I'm not being hard on myself. I'm just actually being really realistic that that's how I feel. And it's a lot worse than it's ever been, feelings-wise. So I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. I mean, I'm probably just gonna do this list here. You know, lose weight. I need to be consistent with light exercise, even if it's just walking in the evening, because that will get cardiovascular system going, metabolism going. It's just healthy. It's not going to be the #1 culprit for weight loss right now. I understand that, because I need to start with my diet. I need to cut out all the bad things, all of the bad things. And it's just really bad how I eat. So I haven't really been ordering out really all that much compared to how I used to, but I have been cooking a lot of things at home. Like if I don't order out, I'm all day cooking things, you know, like I'm gonna make a cobbler, I'm gonna make cookies, I'm gonna make poutine. You know, I find ways to get to the bad food, and even if it takes more effort. So I need to start, and I need to really put effort into it. And when the going gets tough, I just have to get through it. But with sugar readings this high, I don't even know what that is in mmol, maybe 16 or something like that. That's really up what it was when I was like 400 pounds. And the last time I weighed myself not long ago, I was 350 or 360. So I'm gonna weigh myself tomorrow morning. There's not really much more option for failure at this point. I mean, my health is not good. I was in denial so long about that, like, because I thought I'm pre-diabetic, I'm not going to become diabetic. I don't know why I was in such denial that I would ever get diabetes. Like, you know, I don't know. I really don't know how my brain works with that, but that's how it is. No, I don't even want to really eat, because I look at my stomach, I look at the flesh on my body, the amount of fat I have. I have a lot of energy storage that I could be using for fuel. I don't feel like I want to put more calories in my body. I mean, I have so many already, you know? Okay, 164.5 kg. I'll convert that. So this is my fasted blood sugar for today. The time on the monitor is wrong. It's not 8:09 p.m. I'm gonna have to definitely change that somehow. I was really depressed earlier. I was like, never gonna get to eat pizza. I know you're thinking you shouldn't restrict yourself that much, but right now I have to. Like, I can't even have things in moderation because it's not just about weight loss anymore, it's about health. And I can't eat things that will spike my blood sugar because, like, I'm literally on the verge of, like, literal health crisis. So I really need to be very diligent, even if it's something that depresses me, even if it's something that almost kills me, because in reality it won't. It's actually good for me, and I just have to keep telling myself that. And you know, it's just something that has to happen. There's no way around it. I will show you my blood sugar reading here. This is fasting for over 24 hours blood sugar reading. Okay, so this is my fasting blood. I have been sleeping all day because I'm not feeling well today, actually. So yeah, that is the right time, and this is MMOL. I'll try to put the conversion there for you, but my blood fasting was yesterday 2:30, which is, I'll put the conversion here somewhere, so, but I think it's like 16, so it is down some points, which is really good. So I'm just going to continue to drink water today, and see what happens when I continue to fast to my blood sugar. I'll keep an eye on it. I won't let it go too low, but I don't think I'll have that problem. I have been water fasting, yeah, for over 24 hours now. So it seems to be working. Like, my blood sugar has gone down by 5 points. So yesterday it was yesterday it was 16 when I tested it. And now that's MMOL. I've changed it to MMOL, which is what I'm used to, but I'll do the conversion here. So 11 is just about 200 mgdl. So it's going down a little bit, so I'm happy about that. Now I will be monitoring it very closely to make sure that it doesn't get too low, because, you know, I hear people saying, well, it's dangerous for people with diabetes to fast. I would say people with type 1 diabetes, yes, because they have problems with their blood sugar getting very low. I don't know about type 2, because for my height, I'm 5'1", okay? I'm 155 centimeters. I think that's 5'1" when you convert it. Excuse me. My healthy weight range, if you look it up, is like 100 to like 120 pounds. So anything over that is kind of considered like overweight for my height, and which is why I'm so round and shaped, why I look so big, you know, especially from the side, because I'm apple shaped. I'm like ball shaped at this point. I'm so round. But I think that it's going to be good for me to do the fasting. Also, another thing about fasting that's really beneficial for health is it depletes the glycogen stores in your liver. And, you know, I have fatty liver disease, so it will eat up all of that stuff in my liver. So I'm going to be spending the next while trying to fast. It's going to be hard, I know. Right now it's not that bad. When I hear my stomach growl or something, I'm like, yeah, eat the fat in my body, eat it. You know, but with water fasting, I know my skin, my hair, everything will be glowing in a few days. If I make it that far, you'll see. Just watch. Even a couple days just to give my body a rest, you know, and lower those sugar levels. That's the main thing, is to lower the sugar levels that are dangerously high, and the blood pressure as well will go down. Because anything I eat, I feel like, you know, anything with an amount of sodium, and the thing is like, if it doesn't taste good to me, I'd rather not eat.
You'll see. Just watch. Okay, well, we're watching. Doesn't look too good so far. So we do have her labs. We are going to take a closer look at those, what they all mean. And there are quite a few results missing. I would say some pretty important labs are missing the results. And we know that they're missing because she showed us the tests that were ordered. And then she showed us some of the results. So let's see who's in the nest today, this Tuesday afternoon here, Tuesday evening, perhaps, if you're a little further away. Let's see, we've got the House of Hannibal in the house. Always awesome to see House of Hannibal. If you haven't checked him out, strongly recommend. It's always a good time. We've got J3030, Peace Baby, Old Broad, Sachi Bell, Amica Cream, BB True, Spooky Von Sweets, Sushi, Kitty Connecticut. We've got Sit With Us. Yeah, BB True, if I didn't already say that. Sammy Smith, hi. Lisa, Militia Bunny, Callie Cat. Yes. Old Broad is in the nest. Authentic Hogwash. I'll have to check out your channel if House of Hannibal is recommending, and I'll definitely have to check it out. Sit With Us. All right. We got Trolling. Okay. Okay, we've got KT. We've got Margie. Hello. Christy Antonis, how are you? Rebel, yep, metabolizing water. That's right.
I love you, Chantal.
That's right. And Larissa's, welcome to the nest. Come on in. We've got Nabia in the nest. She's a complete idiot. I agree. Yep, absolutely. Peace Baby, that's a really good point. Have you ever had such a busy day at work that you never even thought about eating? Yeah, Chantal needs a job. A real job. Facts. Absolute facts. When I'm chilling at home, even like when I'm working from home, I still don't really, I still can get too busy to eat. Really? You wouldn't think so, but I mean, it's not like I live in a multi-level home here. I've got a pretty modest home, so it's not that far to the kitchen, but still, you get wrapped up. And yeah, sometimes you just need something when you're working hard. You just want something that's going to kill the hunger and get you through the next few hours. You're not sitting fantasizing about, what would I be craving? What should I get? What should I order? You don't have time for that. You don't have time. So sitting around all day thinking about what to eat. Yeah, I mean, you could come up with all kinds of stuff and have the time to eat, cook, order, everything. I agree. Glycolic moment. You hate when she lectures about health like she knows better than medical professionals. Personally, Dr. Chantal is one of my favorite Chantals. It's the authoritative way that she speaks that is, it's truly admirable. Just talking out of your ass, having no idea what's coming out, yet speaking like an authority on the subject. It's really something. Cart the cart. The way she refers to my body makes her seem disconnected from it. It does. She's definitely disconnected. I totally agree with you. Sachi Vel, she could just play this on repeat for every video these days. Yep. I'm actually compiling some clips of over a time period when she says the exact same thing. And it's like over a course of years. The reset thing is common. That's like a common thread. She needs to reset her taste buds, reset her system. It's all about the system reset. Hey, Blue Jays, how are you? Yeah. All right. Amica Cream, if I didn't already say hi. Tater Tot Hot Dish. Juno. Tracy. No Mayo. She's so not genuine. Yep. About anything, really. Yeah. We got Emerald Blue, Fadnama, thanks for the snacks, Fadnama. Lily T, so basically just do the exact opposite of what Foodie does and you'll be the healthiest person on the planet. Not what she says she's going to do necessarily, mostly what she does. Yeah, I would just stay away from rice. I mean, what's with the rice? Oh, I mean, brown rice tastes so much different than white rice, but it has a lower glycemic index. Now, we're not going to get all into nutrition because when it comes to diabetes, I am totally out of my realm. I think I feel like I know quite a lot about nutrition, and probably a lot of you do too, especially if you're watching, an obese woman who's been trying to lose weight for her entire life, but never actually doing it. You probably know a lot too. But when it comes to diabetes, I mean, it doesn't seem to be very intuitive. And there are differing opinions on how to handle it. Like, it's truly, you need a diabetes educator. You really do. I mean, if I was ever diagnosed, like, I have books and books and books on nutrition and health. Like, I would still sit down with a diabetes educator because it's so different. And she's not going to be able to guess at what will work. Not with all of her comorbidities. She has a lot of other issues. It's not just the diabetes. Like, she doesn't have a gallbladder. And, you know, people were encouraging her to do keto. Well, if you're doing keto, quote unquote, correctly, it's going to have a high percentage of fat. And she doesn't have a gallbladder to process the fat. So that probably wouldn't be a good idea for her. But I don't know. I don't know. We have Christy. If she was truly 372 in June, she weighs way more than that now. And, you know, on these labs, I didn't see a weight listed. Did you? Typically, that'd be right at the top. You know, name, date of birth, height, weight. I think that the doctor's scale weighed her accurately. And, you know, and she doesn't want to prove us wrong. She doesn't want to prove us right, rather. She doesn't want to say, oh, yeah, actually, I am in the 500s. Yeah. Because he'd be like, see? And she doesn't want to deal with that. So, but I mean, if she was honest up front, she wouldn't have to deal with that. Mrs. H410, the fact that she thinks she actually looks like this. I know the filters are just crazy. Crazy. Yep. The elevator music. You guys were making me laugh in the chat. Talking about like a sofa showroom and selling carpets. Like, yeah, walking around like an old Sears or something. Like an old Sears and Roebuck. Like, oh, look at this refrigerator, honey. What do you think? Oh, I don't know. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Santiago, pre-diabetic, but you were on Ozempic, what, 18 months ago? And in 2021, she's saying, my diabetes. This is not a new diagnosis. Maybe it is for her new viewers. It's not for anyone else. Spicy kimchi, you think that was after her blood work. Her timeline is all screwed up. It's all screwed up. And I can't always tell with her because she's not that bright to begin with, okay? I mean, you know, sorry to be so blunt, but she's not. Like, there's a lot that she just doesn't really, you know, like currency conversion. The numbers, she can't grasp numbers. Even converting millimoles to milligrams, she's lost. Like, she gives the wrong numbers. Even some of her weight calculations from kilograms to pounds is off. How can that be? It's literally multiplied to 0.2. That's it. How she gets different numbers, and they're not even less than what the actual number is. It's weird. It's weird. So she's not that bright to begin with, okay? Or maybe it's the diabetes that's affecting her concentration or whatever. I don't know, right? But the timeline, I can't always tell if it's her just not really remembering, or she just kind of mashes things up in her head, or if she's being intentionally deceitful. And it could be a little of both, let's be real. It could actually be a little of both. Because, you know, she's manipulative and not that bright, and that's not a good combination, because you're going to get caught every time, you know, in my opinion. All right, let me get caught up with the chat to the very end here. Hey, Tiny Ghost. All right. I'm so happy to see all of you in the nest today. I see pretty much we're all on the same page here. and I like watching you guys, like, you know, talk about your personal experiences and, you know, congratulating each other on your successes and, you know, offering some support when things haven't been so great. It really is it's a strength, I think, in the nest that you guys are like this, for sure. Live Chill Life, I would imagine, to give her a correct dosage of any medication, they need to know her weight. Especially, I mean, yeah. West Coast Canuck, high protein diet should be avoided for people with kidney disease. That too. Yep. Lily T has type 2 diabetes. I love brown rice, only I eat a normal portion, which is half a cup. I've lost 25 pounds since March this year. Whoa, that's fantastic. Nice. Eating whole foods and drinking tea and water only. That is fantastic. Congratulations. Keep up the good work. Yeah. Lisa, when you were diagnosed 12 years ago, you attended a 12-week course on diabetes, then did a diploma in nutrition. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. It's a whole thing. It is. It's not a weight loss diet. It's very specific. And someone like Chantal can't just guess. She can't. And everyone in her comments is giving different advice. You can't, sorry, but, if she could even have a physician in her comments, if he hasn't seen all of her lab levels, really. We do have a nice nest kitty. I agree. Rome picks, Chantal's on a constant inflammatory diet. Yeah, fried foods, carbohydrates, sugar. Yeah, yep, it's true. Hey, Jennifer Leffler, how's it going? Can we take a look at the comment section of that video? Sure. Yeah. I believe she's getting high, maybe on pills or ordering edibles online. Just my opinion, but her eyes speak volumes and behaviors, Nixie. She would be in serious trouble if she was using an illicit substance. Like, serious. Old broad, my doctor has me going every 6 months. A week before his appointment, I have to get blood work. He takes good care of me. That's fantastic. Sour Cat Lemons 94. She also seemed like she was lying when she was telling us what the doctor said to eat for food. But I just don't think the doctor told her to eat rice and apples. I just don't believe it. And I was thinking when she was talking about that, I hope she wrote this down. I hope they gave her like a printout of like, okay, here's what we just discussed. Because she's not good at remembering things. And she tries to twist things to fit her and how she wants to do things. So, yeah. She needs a nutritionist, says Kitty, but she would follow it anyway. The only way is with inpatient. Yep. Need to lock her up. Lock her up and give her a tray. This is all you can eat. That's it. No matter how much you whine and stomp your feet, this is it. This is all you're getting. That's what she needs. Yes, Shelley Daly, this is an excellent point. You can look drunk or high with very high blood sugar. One of the tells is disorientation. Yep. Aja, did she say if the doctor was English speaking or was it all being translated through Salah? She didn't say, but in my experience, a lot of physicians know English very well. And where I have looked at the clinic where she was, and there's quite a staff there. So I would imagine she only saw an internal medicine physician. They don't have endocrinologists there. And I do think that they spoke to her in English. Her lab results are in English too. She said 1.5 handfuls of rice. Did the doctor see the size of her meat paws? Yeah, depends what size your handful is. Wicked Crafter, I lost part of my foot from diabetic infection, 40 plus surgeries in 8 years. Lost 240 pounds from a chair. She needs to wake up. This is serious. Congratulations on your weight loss, Wicked Crafter. Amazing. That's amazing. Wow. So you really know. You know better than anybody. It is very serious. Yeah. Now, I'll just say one thing just to get it off the board. Chantal's not an expat. She is not an expat. I've been an expat. I'm very familiar with how you become an expat, when you are and when you aren't. She's not an expat. So, as my understanding is that she's still on a tourist visa. That's why they left to go to Thailand. 90 days after her return, she'll have to go out again, okay? She's on a tourist visa. No tourist in going to really any country that I know of needs to get a medical exam to come to your country on vacation. Think of yourself being a tourist traveling outside of the country where you currently live. Do they send you to a medical office when you get off the plane to have a health exam? They don't. They don't. Expats work. That's who, Lisa. What is an expat? Excellent question, Linda. Listen. An expat is an expatriate. So you've left your country. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have given up your citizenship of your home country. I never have. I would never. I would never. Americans have one of the most powerful passports in the world. You'd be real dumb to give up American citizenship. Some people do have dual passports. I wouldn't even do that. So you've left your country. You're living there permanently, meaning that you're employed with a company in that country. Now, I have had a medical exam when I started working. They sent a bunch of foreigners together. We all went on a little bus to this ridiculous clinic that was, there was an incident. Okay, there was an incident there. They had some old equipment. I was not feeling it. It's a big story. I'm not going to tell it to you now. But I had to have a medical exam because the company was applying to the government for a work visa on my behalf. So I had to have a medical exam. I had been to Egypt, I think 3 times prior to moving there. Each of those times, I was on a tourist visa. I was staying for less than 90 days. Come in, come out, come in, come out. Now, I wasn't like doing that back to back, a couple times a year. But you don't need a medical exam if you're a tourist. So whether she is being marked down as being diabetic in the country of Kuwait, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Unless she gets a job offer. Unless some company wants to hire her and bring her in and get her on a work visa, then she'll have to have one. And then it will become an issue. But as of now, I don't see it. I don't see it being an issue at all. I don't. Salah is not a draft dodger. He was born in Kuwait. I don't think she'll get back in after her next visa run. Who knows? That's up to the country of Kuwait. We have no clue. All right. Your best friend who works for an NGO has to have a medical exam every year. She's an expat. Right, Margie, exactly. And an NGO means non-government organization. So like a private company, like a corporation, a school, anything like that. A private school. Where's my original home, Linda? The United States. The U.S. And I lived in Egypt for a couple of years. Wasn't she listed as a worker for the beezer spray? Not that I've found any evidence of, Hannibal. I do have the list of partners that are listed with the Ministry of Commerce. The partners that are listed for the company, T. Baldar. She's not on there. Once a squatter, always a squatter. Yeah. When you did your semester abroad in France, it was a long stay visa, and I could have theoretically worked up to 20 hours. I was an expat. Yep. I like learning too, Hannibal. I do. So I have tons of stuff to show you. Tons. I've been working on it all morning. Okay. I really don't want to play her video of her, talking about her results, because, why? I mean, why? It's just, I don't know, it's a bunch of nothing. So, did I put up? We need the ordered tests. Let me get that up on the screen. Ordered labs. Because what she had ordered, we don't have the results for everything. And primarily those would be her liver function tests are not there. We don't have the results for those. So, all right. Here we go. All right, so we have up at the very top, we've got a CBC. I need to bring this up on my screen also so I can see it. I'm over here squinting like Chantal. That's not good for crow's feet and eye wrinkles at all. Not at all. So I have a whole diabetes folder on my computer, and within that we have labs. So I like to be organized. All right. We have labs ordered. Okay, here we go. We have CBC ordered under hematology. Hematology is just the study of blood. Okay. Then we have biochemistry. So they did an A1C, which is a measure of her blood sugar in a certain way. Creatinine we're not going to look at right now because it's related to something else. Amylase. What is amylase? Let me show you. Let me tell you. Amylase is a test that measures the amount of amylase in your blood or urine. Oh, okay, that's helpful, right? All right. It's an enzyme or a special protein that helps you to digest carbohydrates. So why would they test her amylase level? Tests for amylase in blood or urine are mainly used to diagnose problems with your pancreas. Yes, we're in health class today. I need a stethoscope for my owl. Problems with the pancreas. The pancreas is what produces insulin, including pancreatitis, inflammation of your pancreas. It's also used to monitor chronic pancreatitis, so chronic inflammation. So small amount is normal. Having too much or too little could be a sign of a disorder of the pancreas or salivary glands. The salivary glands. You think she's got a problem with that? And I don't believe we have an amylase in the results. No, I don't think so. Okay. All right. So amylase we don't have results for. Okay. We also have total bilirubin. Now, bilirubin, you might kind of remember that if you've had a child that had a little bit of jaundice. Bilirubin is related to the liver. What is the bilirubin test? It tests to find out how well your liver is working. We do not have a test result for this. It's often part of a panel of tests that measures your liver function. A small amount of it is normal, but a high level could be a sign of liver disease. The liver helps to make bile, which helps you digest food. Healthy liver can normally get rid of bilirubin, but when you have liver problems, it can build up in your body to unhealthy level. Sounds like a singer, like Billie Eilish, bilirubin. That's funny. Bilirubin. And why would you need this test? You could have symptoms of yellowish skin or eyes, stomach pain, dark urine, light-colored stool, especially flu-like symptoms. Okay. What else? We've got ALT and AST. These were ordered. These are specific liver enzyme tests. None of these tests for the liver appear in her test results. As usual, she showed us only what she wants. That's it. She doesn't care. So here's the ALT. This is one of the liver enzymes. When liver cells are damaged, they release ALT into the bloodstream. High levels could be a sign of liver injury or disease. Some types of liver disease can cause high ALT levels before you have symptoms of the disease. So it's a good warning sign if your ALT is a little elevated. So an ALT blood test, we did urine. They took blood from her too. They could help to diagnose liver diseases early. And so we're just part of a routine blood screening to check the health of your liver. Okay? We don't have results for that. We don't. The AST is another liver enzyme test. It's mostly found in the liver. It's also in the muscles and organs, other organs in your body. When the cells that contain AST are damaged, they release the AST into your blood, and then you find it with a test. What's it used for? It's often part of a routine blood screening to check the health of your liver. The test may help diagnose liver problems. Okay. Oh, my pooch. Really, pooch? Really? All right, what else do we have here? Okay, we just have one more test that was ordered, and we do have the results for this. And this is the microalbumin. Microalbumin. Here's her microalbumin test result. Why is this performed? People with diabetes have an increased risk for kidney damage. The filters in the kidneys, called nephrons, slowly thicken and become scarred over time, and they start to leak certain proteins into the urine. They found an extremely high level of this. Extremely high. The normal range is between 0 and 20. Her number was 92. 92. 92. Of course, we can have snacks, Mary. Yes, Fadnama brings in some snacks. Yeah. If you got anything else, sure. Yeah. Kidney damage can also start to happen before any diabetes symptoms begin. Well, we already have symptoms. So if you have diabetes, you should have this test every year. The test checks for early signs of kidney problems. Oh, sir, please. Why? Let's not. Okay, please, let's not. All right. So these are a list of, this is a list of liver function tests. So if we're looking at that whole list and anything else is checked off, I think we've gone through everything. But these are commonly run to check the health of her liver. So albumin, that's what we just looked at. It was at 92. Max is 20. That's right, Amica Cream. Yeah. Total protein, ALP, ALT, AST. Those are the enzymes made by the liver. Bilirubin, a waste product made by the liver. Oh, yeah, we got fur babies for sure. We don't have an LD test, an enzyme found in most of the body's cells. It's released in the blood when cells have been damaged by disease or injury. Lactate dehydrogenase. We don't have that. That's okay. A PT is just, it's a totally different test. It's to check your clotting, if your blood is clotting, basically. You know, that's important. If you've known anybody that has been on warfarin, which is, like a blood thinner, an anticoagulant, back in the day, if you were just on regular warfarin or Coumadin, you'd have to have a PT INR to see, are you still clotting? We don't have a lipid panel. That's the thing. We don't have lipids listed. Excellent question, BB True. Excellent question. So, let me make this a little bit smaller so you can see the whole thing together. Goodness gracious. Oh my God. I think I'm breaking everything. That's okay though. It all gets put back together at some point. It does. Not to worry. There we go. Oh, boys. Let's not. Okay, please. All right. So this is the top, basically. So we have the CBC. We have, she has a glucose test also with the A1C. creatinine, which is important. This is why we didn't look at creatinine. Basically, they are going to take the result from the microalbumin and the result from the creatinine, and the ratio between the two helps the physician to see another result. So they go hand in hand together. They go hand in hand. Your mother is a nurse and she's surprised that she's still alive. I mean, yeah. Yeah. All right. So we have the liver function test, the bilirubin. Okay. So let's start to look at some results. I spent a little time on this morning. Okay. If you appreciate it, please hit the like button. Please hit the thumbs up. I appreciate it if you do. All right. So this is page 1 of her test results. Okay. What is anti-sperm? I don't know. I didn't look into that. I don't think she qualifies for that kind of test. I don't know. But I appreciate you being curious about it. Oh. Before that, I guess I didn't upload this yet. Let me put this up real quick. I want to go back to the microalbumin and abnormal results and what it actually means. Abnormal microalbumin. I think you guys will find this interesting. There we go. Okay. Okay, what abnormal results mean for albumin? Abnormal results. Now remember, the normal range is between 0 and 20, and her level was 92. Abnormal results mean your kidneys are starting to get damaged, but the damage may not yet be bad. Okay. Well, if the amount of albumin in the urine is not severe, it's called microalbuminuria. That's a condition. She had her microalbumin tested for the amount that was in there. Abnormal results. Now, here's where that creatinine, the creatinine result could have been helpful, because this is the ratio I was talking about. More than 30 milligrams of albumin per gram of creatinine, but we don't know what that level is because she didn't give us the result for that. So we don't know. A range between 20 and 200 micrograms. That's not her because hers was 20 milligrams. No, sorry, not 20 milligrams. 90, what was it? 92? Let me just go back and take a quick look. 92. I got so much on my... I'm considering getting a third monitor, for real. Microalbumin, okay. Oh, my goodness. Let me bring that back up, just so we can be sure. There we go. Okay, there's her results for microalbumin. It's 92 milligrams per liter. The normal range is between 0 and 20. So keep in mind this is 92 milligrams. The unit is milligrams per liter, not micrograms, milligrams. Milligrams is more than micrograms. Now, everyone outside of the U.S. is like, duh, but, okay, I'm just saying, us Americans, we're not used to this, okay? Give us a break. I know it's more logical. I know. Okay? 92 milligrams, okay? So she's in that range of 30 to 300 milligrams. She's not in the microgram range. So you will need more tests to confirm a problem and see how severe the kidney damage may be. I do have dragons. Yes, thank you. Yeah. So this is an indication of kidney problems, big problems. She said her kidneys are fine. She probably truly doesn't understand, or she doesn't listen. You know what I mean? Yeah. If this test shows that you're starting to have a kidney problem, you can get treatment before the problem gets worse. There are a number of diabetic medicines that have been shown to slow the progression of kidney damage. Talk to your doctor. People with severe kidney damage may need dialysis. They may eventually need a new kidney, a transplant. The most common the most common cause of a high level of albumin in the urine is diabetes. Controlling your blood sugar may lower the level of albumin in your urine. So, there's that. All right, let's look at some results. Now we can go back to that. Okay. You have to go out right now. Do you really, sir? He's been in and out all morning, and he goes out and yells at the neighbors. Okay. So here are some results. This is just the first page. Aw. Okay. Okay, in the blue box, this is all white blood cells in the blue box. They're all within normal range. A high white blood cell count can indicate that your body's trying to fight off an infection or something, trying to fight things off. It's like basically your immune system. So if those are amped up, it's like, oh, there must be something else going on here. So I just wrote out, if you're interested, let me make this a little bit bigger. You don't have to be. I just like to know. Okay. Hey, Darkest Coven. So white blood cell count, everything is totally within normal range. So we've got neutrophils, lymphocytes, monocytes, eosinophils, and basophils. These are all just types of white blood cells, and they all fall under the total white blood cell count. This could just indicate that she's fighting off an infection. It doesn't appear that she is. Gilly Witchy, I think you could join us now and then go back later for the replay. I don't think you have to go all the way back to like see where we are. I think you could probably just join in right now. No problem. So the first section, see how it's like repeated? Okay. I have the top in green, the bottom I don't have filled in. They're the same thing. So the top where we have neutrophils, the result is 4.09. This, I made a box around unit in red because I just want you to see that this is a different unit of measurement than the ones that are below within the blue box that don't have the names next to them. Those that are bolded are for percentages. The percentage of the total white blood cell count, like out of all the white blood cells that, her result was 6.83, 59% were neutrophils. That's all it is. That's all it is. So don't get too caught up in this whole like top part. It's nothing, and it's all normal. Okay. The red blood cell count, which is under the first line under the blue box. Make this a little more so you can see it again. Page 1 of the labs. Red blood cell count. Her red blood cell count is normal. Normal, no problem. However, her hemoglobin, and they do have an indicator, see that little H right next to where I wrote hemoglobin? It is high, but it's not crazy high, okay? So the normal range is between 12 and 15 grams per deciliter. Hemoglobin can also indicate the amount of iron that's in your blood. So if you've ever gone to donate blood, they prick your finger first to check if you're anemic, because, they don't want to take a pint of your blood if you're anemic. You really can't spare it. And to donate that, no one's really going to benefit much from it if you're really anemic. So it's got to be at a certain level. The highest in the normal range is 15. She's at 15.4. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. But I do have some information on that, of course. Okay. Now, keep in mind, she's only at 15.4. The highest of the range is 15. But higher than normal hemoglobin is most often caused by low oxygen levels in the blood, also referred to as hypoxia. So if you've ever used a pulse oximeter, that little clamp thing that you put on your finger, and it tells you what your pulse is and what percentage of your blood is oxygenated, if it's low, that could potentially have an elevated hemoglobin. Okay, it could also potentially be a result of bone marrow disease, congenital heart disease, meaning she was born with it, or maybe it's Maybelline. Okay, exposure to high altitude. If by the way, if you have any of these conditions, and if it sounds like I'm joking, I'm not joking about you. I just want you to know that, okay? I just make little jokes to try to because it's some heavy content, just to lighten it up a little bit. There is no offense meant by anything that I say here. If you have exposure to high altitude, if you're on the top of Mount Everest, you might have an elevated hemoglobin, okay? So that's a possibility, okay? Failure of the right side of the heart. Okay. Low levels of oxygen in the blood, we already said that. Scarring or thickening of the lungs, or too little water in the body, like she's dehydrated. That could be. But again, it's very, very slightly elevated. It's not crazy. She's at 15.4. Yeah, and the highest is 15. So, not a big deal. All right, let's go down a little bit further. So the next, and all of those things underneath are all elements that are within the red blood cell count. Again, like the white blood cells, very similar. Then we have platelets, which is just, your blood clotting, essentially. Your blood clotting. Everything's normal there as well. That's all normal. Let's go to her random glucose. This is a problem. Now, let me also just say that I am not a healthcare professional at all. I'm not. I know enough to be able to kind of tell what this means more or less in layman's terms, but I'm not a healthcare professional. Her random glucose was 23.9 millimoles per liter. And if you're used to looking at milligrams per deciliter, that would be 430.2. 430. So anything over 300, they tell people you should go to the doctor. You might want to go to the ER even over 300. She's at the clinic getting her finger pricked, and it's like, oh, your blood sugar is 430. Okay. That's a problem. New high score. Yes. New high score. Woo! Amazingly bad. Yeah. It is. Maple syrup flowing through her veins, pretty much. Yep. Now, Sailor Vesta, when I was out of control, I was running in the 400s all the time. She feels like absolute crap all the time. Yeah. Explains why they gave her insulin. Yes. That's critical, says BB True. Yeah. Yep. You had DKA at 360. Wow, Lisa. And diabetic ketoacidosis is a very serious condition that can develop. And Lisa's saying she tested at 360 when she had that. That's very serious. So from my reading, because I'm like, all right, how far away is she from a coma? Okay, now I'm speaking in very matter-of-fact terms, and this may put you off a little bit that I'm not having more empathy, or I do work in healthcare. I'm not a healthcare professional. I've been in healthcare for longer than some of my viewers have been alive, okay? In varying aspects, all right? When my coworkers and I discuss patients, it's very rare that we're having a conversation with, oh, the poor thing, or oh no, that's really high. It's just, that's just not the way that people talk about patients in a work setting. Okay. If it's your family member, of course. So I'm seeing Chantal right now as lab results. That's it. That's it. So someone can go into a coma at 600 milligrams per deciliter. She was at 369 when she told Salah, like, oh, I'm not really feeling well. My blood sugar is 369. And he said, oh, I'll take you to the doctor tomorrow. She should have been in the ER. So she was more than halfway to a coma that day. And 430, the difference between 430 and 600 could be a coma. You work in healthcare but don't provide healthcare. I get what you mean. Thank you, Sushi. Yeah. Because people are going to be like, wow, she's cold as ice talking about this. I'm sorry. When we're getting things done, we're not really, looking at even like, oh, Mr. Jones is 97 years old, or, it's like most of the time we don't even see the patient. So it's like their results on a page. All her organs are being crushed by pounds of suffocating fat. Yes. Yeah. 0.5 gram per deciliter. Exactly, Emma Cream. Just about. Yep. Yep. Yep, just about. Not good. Not good. What else do we have for results? We looked at albumin. We looked at random glucose. Oh, and the A1C, right? Let me pull that up. Yeah, that's the only one we haven't looked at yet. Now, A1C, a lot of people are going to be very familiar with this. If you have any experience with diabetes at all, you will probably know more about this than I do. Yeah. And my understanding that A1C is that it's a number that's taken over a period of time, like a month. So, that's what I read. Of course, that could be wrong. I can be wrong. I don't really know much about it. So how she had an A1C done, like at the office, just like that. Are we supposed to care, Thunder Rain? No, we don't have to care at all. Foodie doesn't even care. Exactly. Yes. So her A1C was 10.4. The normal value is between 4.8 and 5.9. Anything over that is heading into diabetic territory. She's at 10.4, a 3-month average. Thank you. That's what I thought. So how is she getting an A1C level just going, oh, do you think she's been in there before? She's probably been in there before. Huh. Interesting. Her previous A1C of 6 was a lie. Well, it was probably, 5 years ago too, right? So, and here's the American Diabetes Association. For some reason, Kuwait is using that to diagnose diabetes. Anything over 6.5 or anything over that is considered diabetic, and she's at 10.4. So, therapeutic goals under 7 would be controlled. Action suggested greater than 8%. So they wanted to get down to like 8 and then keep going from there. Okay. She really does need to come back to Canada because with results like this, she doesn't have time to wait. She should be going home and getting back into the system so she can get real treatment. That's very logical. Need some Z's. There is a single test, Stephanie. Okay. That gives you your A1C without having to track it over months. All right. Thank you. Okay. Good to know. I knew you guys would know. Okay. It's an average over the last 3 months or this one test. Okay. Got it. All right. What else? Do I have anything else I want to show you guys? So let's go back to the ordered labs, because that's interesting to me. And this censored sticker she's got slopped on there was funny, you know. It's like, really? We already know everything about you, Chantal. You're not hiding anything. So she had a CBC ordered, a complete blood count. We don't have those results. We don't have those results. Nisi says, bunch of nonsense, tagging every single video with reverse diabetes, intentionally spiking blood sugar, not age-restricting videos, dangerous and needs to be gone. Yeah, and guys, go report her videos. I'm not saying brigade her, and I'm not, this isn't a call to action from me as a channel. I'm just saying if you feel that it's irresponsible, the information that she puts out, you should do that to any video that you feel is irresponsible in that way, that could be harming people. The biggest concern you had, Charlie's mom, was when she said she told the doctor that she was dizzy. That's a sign of kidney issues, yeah? And liver problems and heart failure and all kinds of things, yeah? Yeah. Michael Benedict, in your blood, the body then turns to fat for fuel. The breakdown of fat releases byproducts that turn blood acidic. The blood acidosis is what causes the coma, thus diabetic ketoacidosis. Makes sense. Hey, Jinx's Journey. Why did they not do a thyroid test? Good question, Angela of Glass. I think this was a very targeted visit. She went in with symptoms. I don't think this was like an overall health visit at all. Because, I mean, they should have tested a lot more, I would think, right? I would think. But she's also paying out of pocket, so it's going to be expensive for her. So we don't have a CBC result. We don't have a creatinine result. We don't have amylase. We don't have bilirubin. We don't have the ALT or AST for liver. We have the microalbumin, which is ridiculously high. We would know more if she posted the creatinine results because we could figure out that ratio. She won't maintain any recovery without addiction treatment. I totally agree with you, Laurel785, 100%. To me, this is not a physical problem. It's not. If you can see results like this, and this is just what she showed us, we haven't seen anything liver related, just kidney stuff. And she doesn't wake up and say, "Oh my God, I'm K-ing myself. I'm unaliving myself as we speak," and still orders out and stuffs her. I mean, the amount of food, just the sheer amount of food. If that doesn't wake her up, I really do. And if you saw my last video last night that I premiered, I think this is truly an addiction. It's absolutely an addiction. And when you think about people who are addicted to illicit drug substances, alcohol, I'm using those because they also have that physical component. They watch their entire lives fall apart around them. Their health failing, losing jobs, losing family members, having kids taken away. And it's not enough. It's not enough to get them to stop because they are addicted. This is very similar to me. Very similar. How bad does it have to get? Where is her bottom? Purple Spirit says, read my comment. Okay. You know, how bad does it have to get? The CBC is the results you need. Yeah. The white blood cell count, red blood cell. Oh, it's the results you read. Okay. White blood cell count, red blood cell count, and platelets all are the CBC. Aren't there more, though, to that? Thank you. CBC is the white, red, and platelets. Okay. Thank you, Purple Spirit. I thought we were missing something there. If she continues with this doctor, believe me, the other test will come along. If she goes back for her follow-up. If she goes back. I agree, Antonis. Her content is becoming very triggering. If I would suggest to anybody, if you are feeling very triggered because you yourself have been affected by diabetes and this is like really setting you off, if you have a loved one who has, you know, a lot of people have lost people due to diabetic complications. This is no joke. This is no joke. And if you feel that you are getting triggered and that you're getting more upset than usual with her, please watch my video that I posted last night. It's called, This Is Not Our Problem. It's not our problem, Foodie Beauty. Stop trauma dumping. Salah could actually get her sectioned in Kuwait, seriously, and all that will be held. Hell, Common Cookers TV. Do you mean like mentally, like mental illness type thing? Live chill life. I don't know that she's ever experienced real joy in her life. I can't imagine why she would even fight this. Most of us know how wonderful life can be, and she's never really had that. True. True. That's true. Yeah. I mean, potentially her whole life suffering in some way. Yeah. Not ever really seeing the other side. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, so everyone warned her. Yeah, everyone who warned her got blocked. Now, someone mentioned they want to look at comments on her video, so let's go do that. Her joy is eating. Yeah, it's like the only thing that really makes her happy, which is so disturbing. It's sad. Yeah. Who's going to drink Salah's business juice now? Business juice? Oh. Oh my God. I was thinking something totally different until I remembered. Yeah, she did the grocery haul with the bottles of juice lined up for his business associates and friends who come over. I was thinking something else entirely. I was like, ew, I don't want to think about that. Ugh. Ugh. Salah can't help her in this. He's proven over and over that at the end, he just gives in to her demands. Yeah, I mean, if you have to live with that, who would want to live with that? Can you imagine? She must rage. Oh, let's not, sir. Oh, oh my goodness. He's a little love, though. He is. All right, let's go to her latest video. Oh, seeing a diabetes doctor in Kuwait. And it really wasn't, though. Oh, getting diagnosed in Kuwait. What is her thumbnail saying? Do you see a diabetic doctor? It's not, though. She didn't see an endocrinologist. She saw an internal medicine specialist, not an endocrinologist. And internal med is great, of course. If you just need a broad diagnosis, like, okay, here are my symptoms, what's going on with me? Sure, that could be great. But obviously she needs a specialist at this point. Her blood sugar in the office was what, 430? 430? And they gave her a shot of insulin. She doesn't know what kind of insulin or how much it was. No clue. And she's like, yeah, I came home and I don't know, I guess it takes time to start working, right? No, dear. No. Especially if it was immediate acting. Like, no. No, you should be good. You should have been good. I don't know why, I mean, I don't know if they did. Now, you would think they would have tested her before she left to be like, all right, are you stable now? Are you good? Like, did she just walk out or something? Like, I don't know. All right, I'm just setting up this window so we can look at her comments. There we go. It's probably the best we're going to get right now. Okay. I gotta let him out too, I think. Okay, see if you can get an extended wear glucose monitor. That's probably going to be too expensive for her. She has to pay for that. My endo tells me to eat coarse bulgur instead of rice. Okay. Was there a language barrier? So these are the most recent comments. He didn't say your liver and kidneys were fine. He said absolutely no keto because your kidneys are barely functioning. Your liver was 9 times the size of a healthy liver years ago. You need to go home and get a medical team if you want to live. Dang. All right, I gotta let my pooch out, okay? I do. Just give me one moment, okay? All right, I just opened the door. We might have some barking. She probably left against doctor's orders, probably. She probably, yeah. Dogs are important, the most important out of anything I do, pretty much. What if she wants to die, though, says Logan's wife, Rahim. Yeah, I mean, it seems to be the case, doesn't it? It does, yeah. All right. So we have Amanda Savage. Until... Let me make sure you can see all of this. Get it all on the screen. There, that's better. Until you consult with a nephrologist, which is a kidney doctor, definitely don't listen to the comments praising keto. Your kidney function appears compromised from the labs. Throw out the window everything you hear about eating. Exactly. That's based on weight loss. You need to eat for your medical conditions at this point. I've literally never commented anything, but have watched for 2 years. Wow. I know the business juice. I know. Turn the page. Oh my God. I was like, it's kind of early in the day to be talking like that, isn't it? Okay. Hey, it's not for everybody. It's late for some people. Genuinely worried for your health. Stroke, heart attack, dialysis, and amputation are terrible consequences I've seen in real patients time and time again with uncontrolled diabetes, including my own mom. Wow. It's part of the show, people. Nisi says, get your popcorn. Yeah. Yeah. You cannot make anyone have medical treatment they don't want. That's true, Shelley. Yeah. I have no sympathy for people who know there's things wrong but do nothing to help themselves. It gets very tiring. It really does. Okay, and here we have somebody saying that the doctors don't know anything. So, I mean, these are the enablers. Now, like I said, right, a lot of us know a lot about nutrition, right? If someone is diagnosed as a diabetic, I'm not going to be giving any advice whatsoever. I won't even be talking about what has worked for me for different things. It doesn't apply. It does not apply. Derpy dink. The reason her doctor doesn't want to run keto is because your average doctor spends about 1 week of education out of 7 years learning about dietetics and nutrition. They know nothing about this stuff. Carbs kill you. Plant fats kill you. Plant fats? Like what? Avocado? What? Animal fats, animal proteins do not kill you. It is bad to cut out all salt and all cholesterol out of your diet. Fact. Very low to zero carb keto is all anyone needs to lose weight. Be healthy and cure type 2 diabetes. Fact. She doesn't have a gallbladder, derpy dink. How's she going to process the fat? Oh, okay. Megasaurus fact. Bears eat beets. Bears beets Battlestar Galactica. I don't know. People with renal kidney difficulties cannot and should not do keto. It's too hard on the kidneys. That's why the doctor told her not to. My own doctor, who's also a nutritionist, stated the same. Okay. But you random person on the internet surely know better than most dietitians, which do not support the pseudoscience of plant fats killing you or carbs. Okay. Let me get all the triggered keto people in the comments. Yeah. Why does caring about someone come out in anger? Should it really? Do all these strangers think they're helping? No one is on the same path. I agree with that. It's an Office quote. Oh, I used to watch The Office. I don't remember that. She's basically recording her everyday life and challenges within. Imagine you record your everyday thoughts and challenges. Ask yourself, ask yourself if your path is perfectly straight. No, it's not. Don't watch her if you are annoyed. I have to agree with that. If you're finding that you're feeling too triggered by this, I would avoid her for a while. I would. Take a break. Thank you, Sockbeezer. Smash the like, friends. Yeah, if you're enjoying today's content, please hit the thumbs up. I really appreciate that. And think about joining the nest. If you want to subscribe, we'd love to have you. Being rude to someone who's struggling is what's annoying to me. I personally just watch hoping the best for her. Well, clearly you haven't been here long, Ghoulie Girl, because everyone else is fit to be tied. When you put your life on display and make a living out of your morbid dysfunctionalities, people will eventually weigh in. Actually, the involvement generates revenue for her. That's true. So all that you wrote is utter nonsense, okay? Oh, and then they said, this is Fabrizia Lanive. Also, more than once, she asked her audience to hold her accountable. So there you go. You want a virtue signal, and it totally bombed. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. What is this? Arabic. There is no power except God. In the name of God, the healer and the healer get well soon, God willing. That's very nice. Okay. Late sleep can affect our metabolism too. But I mean, we're talking about weight loss here, Oh, I'm going to have to go get my pooch. I'm so sorry. Just one moment, please. So sorry for the interruption. Okay, we good now? The wind is like blowing and gotta bark into the wind. Who can hear me? All right, Chantal directly and successfully exterminating her lifelong disease of addiction would inadvertently become her Everest. Engaging in regular sessions with an experienced and honest clinical psychologist and working a clean diet and exercise regime consistently, Chantal has an actual chance of true, authentic wellness instead of the inevitable misery. I like it, Miss Brigitte. I like it. Yeah, her microalbumin is alarming. Anything above 30 milligrams per, I think it's liter, you may have kidney disease, even if your estimated glomerular filtration, EGFR number is above 60. Okay, Lori, Lori Weir, I appreciate your comment. I think only healthcare professionals really know what you're talking about, but that's okay. Enough people liked it, 35 people. Yikes, your kidneys are failing. You need to stop asking your audience and viewers for their opinions or advice and then mock and criticize them for that. You have gone and seen a medical professional. End of. Oh yeah, here we go. Why didn't you get your liver function checked? Why can't you just be honest about your health and weight? How am I not being honest? If you don't choose to believe, I don't really care. I've literally weighed myself on camera. But you're too big for your scale, so it's not accurate. There are old clips of you weighing on a scale you were too big for, and it said you weighed 100 pounds less than you actually were. And she did have her liver function test. She didn't post the results. So, there's that. There's that. Oh. Elizabeth is spitting facts over there. Yeah. So, I appreciate everyone being here this afternoon or this evening, listening in. You know, we're all a little bit triggered, for sure. I do have to take like a 2 to 3 minute break, however, and I really wish I didn't have to because I want to keep as many of you in the chat as I possibly can. But it's become, I have to. So I'm just going to play a little Holy Spirit Activate, okay? All right, now I will be right back.
If you do it right now, would be great. I'm trying to smack this chick in the face. Down here, trying to change the way. So you better do it, Lord. You better get him, Lord. Before I get him, Lord. Hey, better do it, Lord. You better get him, Lord. Before I get him, Lord. Hey. Oh no. Holy Spirit, activate. Okay. Holy Spirit, activate. Okay. Activate. Hey. They say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So Holy Spirit activate. You better do it, Lord. Holy Spirit. You better get him, Lord. Holy Spirit before I get him, Lord. Activate. Hey, better do it, Lord. Holy Spirit. You better get him, Lord. Holy Spirit. Before I get him, Lord. Activate. Hey. Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit. Activate. Oh no. Holy Spirit. Activate. Okay. Holy Spirit. Activate. Okay. Activate. Hey. They say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my way. So Holy Spirit activate. You better do it, Lord. Holy Spirit. You better get him, Lord. Holy Spirit before I get him, Lord. Activate. Hey. They say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great.
Thank you so much, everybody. And yes, I had a call to nature. I really didn't want to have to, but it was becoming, I had to. All right. So, yeah, I'm sorry about the double, the echo in the beginning there. All right. We got it figured out. Okay. Get checked for cancer. Too high of protein has nothing to do with the protein you're eating. Right. That's true. It can be a sign of cancer. It can be a sign of a lot of different things. The blood work, high protein is not the same as the protein you're eating. That's true. I hope she's not actually thinking that, you know? Goodness, I hope not. We haven't watched Holy Spirit Activate in a while. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yep. Oh, yeah, baby. Mm-hmm. Oh, I love her Pizza Hut wedding ring. I'm sure this is a lot of info to take in all at once. Change is hard, but you can do it. I believe in you. That's nice of you, Leslie. Okay. Creepy Corner says you need to also address your binge eating disorder and get that monster under control, or you will not be able to do this. Chantal, if you make medical people's business on your channel, own up and take responsibility for all of it. Don't cry for attention, and you, I bet, will delete this like a coward. Damn, Creepy Corner, going all in. when I'm just giving solid advice. Go be honest with a medical professional about your food addiction and binge eating. How many days until another oops, and then give up? This has been a cycle. Remember this. Remember, this isn't new news to you. You had all this same stuff told to you in the past by a doctor. Remember Ozempic? Damn creepy corner. We went all in with the caps and everything. My goodness. But you gave up even back then with all this news. Why shout? Why should anyone have any faith this time is anything different? Maybe instead of deleting comments, just be honest that you knew all this. Again, in Canada, you were told all the same things by that doctor too. But I will screenshot this because it will get deleted by you. You can't handle any solid advice. If it maybe shows the new viewers, this is not the first or even second time you came out with this and had a cycle. Let's see if you can be adult enough not to delete this comment, asking you to also get help for the binge eating and food addiction. Okay. Lexi, with exclamation a lot. Yes, what does a lot think? I know, at least. Why would Alat be jealous of Salah? Why? Oh. Yeah, at least. And yeah, at least Alat's wife can take a shower by herself. She can get into the shower. Yep. And you know what Salah says to that? You can all suck it. Even his friend. Yeah. He gave you good advice, meaning the doctor. The reason insulin didn't drop your blood sugar is likely because you're insulin resistant, at the very least. Excuse me, gentlemen. It's getting to be snack time, so the natives are restless. The meds he gave you will help your body absorb the insulin your pancreas is making. Eating regularly helps regulate your blood sugar. Exercise helps your body absorb insulin as well. Okay, need to pack Christmas boxes? Okay, Nisi. Nice. You have a great day too. All right. Calm your bits, Salah. Yeah, please. Gosh, I didn't want to have to put on my sports bra today, but I know this is probably scary, but you can turn it around with proper vigilant care with a team of specialists. Have you considered going back to Canada where you can get treated? And if you need emergent or hospital care, it won't cost a fortune. I know the doctor's visit cost was reasonable, but what would a hospital stay cost? Exactly. They're growling at Foodie? Probably. Yeah. They hear enough of her voice, you know? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to show you some Charles Reid stuff and why I believe that it is not Chantal. I knew I was forgetting something. Now, I have screenshots, okay, that I can't find, and that kills me. I can't find them at the moment. I do have some, but I know if I were to show you these screenshots that I want to show you, I'll find them eventually. They're in a folder someplace that you would see like, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Sir, excuse me. Do you want the mic? Should I just give you the mic? Do you want to talk? Do you want to talk to some people? Oh, go back to Canada. She's running from the law, right? Right. She's not taking any hormones after the full hysterectomy. Yeah? Oh, for sure, Pequeña. Yeah. That's absolutely an issue. It sure is. Charles Reid needs professional help. No. What? A chicken, a duck. Don't be a hater. Boys. God, they get so antsy sometimes. Now, Charles Reid has two separate accounts. Okay, let me show you the original one. The original one that Charles Reid had and was commenting all over my channel. This is Charles Reid 5137. Now, I screenshotted this a long time ago. Oh, Nisi, thank you. Bone Fun treat jar for the furry freeloaders. The furry freeloaders. Thank you. Thank you so much. They can freeload anytime they want. Oh, yeah, baby. Thank you, Nisi. Thank you. Look what we're gonna do. Yes, we are. Yeah. Let's do it. Shocking. Oh, please. There we go. Ooh, ball got stuck. Thank you, Nisi. Thank you very much for that. So we had Charles Reid 5137. You have no sound? Oh, we had no Plinko sound. Oh my gosh. I had the desktop audio muted for some reason. I'm so sorry. Let me just do it again real quick. I apologize. Oh my goodness. All right. There we go.
I love you, Chantal. You loser. You loser. Loser. She is L-O-S-E-R. You loser. You loser. Loser. She is L-O-S-E-R.
Cheese. L-O-S-E-R. Okay, you should have heard that this time. Sorry about that, guys. My goodness. All right, so he was Charles Reid 5137. Okay. Yeah. You definitely need the sound. That's a big part of it. A huge part. Now, Charles Reid 5137. That account is old. It's old. Let me show you. It's an old one. This goes way back. Now, he doesn't use this one right now. Five, 1, 3, 7. There we go. This Charles Reid account, the first one, is several years old. 2015. 2015 this was created. Now, I have screenshots of a conversation that I had with Charles Reid. He told me that ever since he was in high school, he's been watching Foodie Beauty and Amberlynn Reid and has been rooting for them, like for years. And he said he would never stop rooting for them. Ever. So here's another Charles Reid comment. And I have to find it. And he replied to somebody, vile and disgusting comment. She has to eat food. We all do. Shame around food is what causes food disorders. It's you guys who are making her binge. Really? I will kiss the boys. Thank you, Nisi. So that's the old Charles Reid account. And he created a new one, okay? But it was actually called Charlene Reid at first. It's quite a saga. It is. Now, this is from August. August, and it is a different channel. So it was like a Charlene Reid. Okay, that's from August. So created a new one because a lot of people were just blocking him, of course. So, oh yeah. Here's the original Charles Reid, the front of his channel. And all kinds of playlists, all different kinds of playlists here. And this account was created in 2015. That's the original one. I have lots of comments that this Charles Reid responded to. 2015, you know. It's possible that she's had a sock for that long, of course. It's possible. Also, in one of my conversations with Charles Reid, he told me, because, you know, I respond to him like, hey, you know, what the heck? Like, what are you doing? He said that when he goes into other, okay, enough with the sock account. Just let me just get through it, okay? My gosh, I do have evidence of this. Now, my most damning screenshots I don't have readily available. Look at you guys. It's Chantal. Just hold on. My God. In one of our conversations, he said that when he goes on to different channels to start replying to comments, he turns on this theme song from Game of Thrones, okay? And so for the Queen, which I guess is Chantal, Bees and Let Be. He says that he plays this song when he starts replying to comments on her behalf, okay? Okay? He's like, he's dedicated. And I will find those screenshots, the conversation that I had with him. Because it does sound pretty legit with him saying, like, look, I've been watching these ladies, both of them, since I was in high school. And he says, now I have a job, I have my own apartment, and I'll never stop supporting them, ever. I'm like, okay. And then he told me about this Game of Thrones song that he plays. I know. Kitty got claws, puts claws away. Hey, I appreciate your passion. I really do. And most people do think that he's Chantal, but I will find the other screenshots. I've moved a lot of stuff around to different hard drives, so I got to go through. And it was a long time ago. And he actually went into my filtered comments because he was being so rude that he got filtered out. And I never approved his comment, but I screenshotted it. And YouTube gets rid of them after 60 days. So, but this is the account that he's using now. Bees and Let Be, Charles Reid 9624. So this is the one you'll see now. He's a new S-Jam. He's been around for a long time. Yeah. So I do not believe that this is Chantal. And if you still do, that's fine. That's fine. You can believe what you want, and so can I. And whatever. You know. It's nothing worth getting all, you know, up in arms about. It's really not. So here's his about part of his channel. The Charles Reid 9624. I love the Queen. He does have one video on there. We should go watch it because it's about Foodie Beauty, but it's like less than 30 seconds. And he created this account May 8th, 2020. Thank you, Kitty Got Claws. Thank you. I never really present something until I have everything that I can say, okay, I feel pretty certain that this might be the case. You don't have to trust me or believe me. It's fine. But, like, you know, I fully investigate. We do full nestigations over here, you know, as you may know. As you may know. I bet he has her pick up to do other things. Ew. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't know. I don't need to know about any of that. His way of writing is very different from hers. And he's all over the place. And I told him at one point, because he was obnoxious at one point. He was replying to like everyone's comments on one of my videos. And I'm like, look, you're being a little repetitive. And it's getting to be a little much. You're welcome to stay and say whatever you want. But replying to every single comment. And he said, go ahead and block me. I have plenty of other channels I need to like go to and respond to. I'm like, okay. So I did. It's like, all right, go ahead then. You want a BBJ calendar? Woohoo, Lisa! That's cool. Let us know when you get it. That's pretty neat. Past few weeks convinced me otherwise. Yeah. And when you see literally hundreds of people saying, it's Chantal, it's Chantal, it's Chantal, it's Chantal, then you're going to say, it's Chantal, you know? But I've been tracking him for several months now, and I don't think that it is. So, Chantal. Oh, I started typing in Chantal Reid. Whoa. Imagine. Maybe it's like our brother or something. Oh my God. 9624. All right, let me pull up his video. I have no idea what it is, but it's like less than 30 seconds. Bees and let be. Mm-hmm. I would say the same to you, Charles, actually.
You will not stop.
Oh, it's like a computer-generated voice. That's not creepy at all. Nope, not at all. Mm-mm. Nope. Not at all. Girl World cannot stop our queen. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, I guess. All right, here he is. And has been fixated on her for years. That's what he told me. Okay.
You will not stop the queen.
Oh, that's all it was. Oh, wow.
Need that for the environment.
All right. Ex-Scientology child slave. No, we're good. We're good. Thanks. It's a little heavy. You know, we just went through a bunch of lab results. We don't need to hear about, Scientology stuff, do we? I don't think so. Maybe later. Sounds like an obsessed viewer. Yeah. They must spend every day just trolling comments. Yeah, with that song playing. Game of Thrones. And like the way of writing when he responded to me was very like White Knight. Like scooping in to save Chantal from the evil reaction channels. Giving Christian vibes. Yep. Love how people simp for her when she cares something about her fans. I know, right, Cherry Berry? Like, what has she ever done for Charles Reid? Maybe she has sent him some, special photos back in the day. Who knows? Your YouTube recs sound like mine, really? Nice. Does he not have a job? I don't know. He says he has his own apartment now, but that could be like, a basement in his parents' house. He's like in his 20s, too. He's not even like an old person. Can you imagine a creeper like that on your side? I'd rather be alone for sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Probably groomed him. Yeah, could be. Right, when he was a minor. You're probably right, Pequeña. Mm-hmm. I can't put that past her at all. Not at all. Mm-mm. Oh, guys. So what do you think? How long are we? I guess we won't have that conversation. People are having the conversation about how much longer they expect Chantal to be around. I don't know if I really want to go there. I don't know enough. And we don't have those liver labs. Not that I would necessarily know exactly what they mean, but I could ask somebody, you know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He's what that ghost face kid in her chat will become. Yeah, probably. Mm-hmm. I know. It's like, it's one thing to be supportive, but it's another thing to be an enabler and be like, oh, yum, Subway. I'm going to have that tonight too. Like, what? She got 2 6-inch subs, different kinds. One's chicken, one's beef. Like, someone was like, oh, she bought a foot long and cut it in half. No, she didn't. Those are 2 separate subs. Yeah. You have to listen to the Game of Thrones song. It's called The Queen's Revenge. Truly gives you the feel behind his words. Hot tea. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, I'm not going to play it on stream because it's probably copyrighted. I'm sure it is, but wow. I'm thinking it would be like very victorious, like going to battle type of song. That's the only 6-inch she gets. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how that can be a satisfying relationship, but whatever. a chicken and duck. Don't know if you covered this, but if you look at the blank space on her lab results, you can see faintly that her liver values were high. Okay, but they weren't listed in the results though. Let me pull it up, because we only see the liver labs as being ordered. We don't see the actual results. Let me pull it up. You tell me, because I could absolutely be missing something. Wouldn't be the first time at all. Okay. Nestigation time, that's right. Hey, Stelio. Okay, so we do have liver labs ordered, okay? Especially the ALT and the AST. Oh, she either tried to scrub it out or it's a page behind the one we see. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's look at the first page of the results and see. So you're saying like we have to look through it? Like on the other side? You tell me like where to go, chicken and duck. Like, am I in the right path here? Do you remember like what page it was on? This is the first page. Because we have differential, white blood cell. The number isn't legible, but you can see it's marked H for high. Where though? What page? This page? Okay, all right. I know. I love a nestigation. We love a nestigation. Yeah, no body shaming. I think it was the second or third. Keep going. Okay. Microalbumin. Now I can take this off. It's the one with the microalbumin. Okay. Oh, let me take this off then, because that's probably covering it. Okay, let me do that. I love that. Okay, here's the original. Let me make it a little bigger. Okay. Oh, Oh, I need to pull that up on my big monitor so we can fully nestigate. We must nestigate. Sir, please. Okay, come on. I got a nestigation being launched. Okay, I don't have time for the growling and barking right now. I'm so sorry. I love you, though. I really do. I know you know. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. We're going to reverse this. We're doing this. Okay. Nestigation launched as of now. It's launched. I'm going to reverse it and darken it. Okay. Nestigation launched. Officially launched. Thank you, chicken and duck. This is everything. Here we go. Interesting. All right, I'm going to share my screen with you in just a moment so you can see what we're actually doing here. Okay. All right. Chicken and duck has their magnifying glass. Love it. Love it. You can't read it, but you can tell there's more. That's okay. We're going to do it. We'll get there. Okay. I just got to blow it up a little bit. I want you guys to be able to see everything. Okay. All right. So, let me resize resize that back to normal, more or less. Okay. What? Okay, we're going to flip it. All right. And increase this. The contrast. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay, we don't need to flip it. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see it. I see what you mean. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do some serious nestigation forensics over here, definitely. Okay. Why is nothing happening here? Let me get the original, because this is already edited. This is already edited. I love it. I love it. Let me take this down quickly. I'll put up the original. Good stuff. You know, and she would. She absolutely would. Not thinking, you know. It's not a lot of thinking. Not a lot. Not a lot of thinking. You can see 2 flags that are H for sure. Okay. Oh yeah, it's like they're stapled together and you can see it underneath. I see what you're saying. I totally do. All right, this is better. Okay. She's only lying to herself. Trailer park trophy wife. Her enlarged midsection doesn't lie about liver problems. So true. So true. Okay. Oh yeah, I see the 2 H's right here. Yep. Yeah, she didn't have to tell us any of this. Exactly. That's what I question all the time. Like, you don't owe anybody any of this information. I mean, I'm glad to know it, but you think I'd be putting my medical test results on the internet for anybody? No, never. Why? Especially for people who aren't professionals and don't know how to interpret the results, you know? Because you have people like, oh my God, and it's like, well, it's not that, you know, like there are other things to be looking at here. Oh, here we go. It doesn't show the date. That's right, it doesn't. And it also doesn't have her weight. Oops. Oh, that's tough. The first one looks like an 8. Yeah, it does. Intensive purpose. You're right. It does. All right, let's bring the exposure way down. Ooh! Nestigation forensics. Yeah. Exactly. Chicken a duck. Medical records are fair game, but the date they got married, oh, that's private information. We don't discuss that. Nope. Not over here. I want it to get too grainy. That's pretty grainy. Need to get on the 4K TV. That pen number, could that be the ratio you were looking for earlier? The pen number. Oh, the creatinine. I can't read that. I don't know. I have no idea what that says. Her bilirubin is there somewhere? Okay. Oh yeah, and you get the reference range and everything. So it's these 2, and it's units per liter. these two. Yes, yeah. ALT and AST are all of her liver function tests are, the results aren't given, all of them. Cali Cat, yes. ALT, SGOT. Which is which though? Okay, so it's these two that we're looking at here. I love doing investigations with you guys. You're very, like, calm, but, oh, shit. But at the same time, like, you're, like, you know what I mean? Like, no one's jumping to too many conclusions yet. Like, we're gonna take our time with this. I love that. All right, so it's this. Here's the result. The pen mark is right over that, but whatever. Units per liter, okay, high range, and here's the reference range that we're looking for. Okay, all right. Can you clip this part of the stream and make it a standalone video? Sure, just like the nestigation part, sure. Yep. Billy Rubin, AST, AFT? There's no AFT though. So Billy Rubin at the top? It's better than CSI. Oh, let me get my my owl with the glasses. You've missed most of the live, Willie Mom? That's okay. I mean, I would definitely go back and watch. I would. That's okay. No worries. No worries. And what I like too about the nestigations is, like, we can discuss, you know? Like, feel free to offer any thoughts, and it's not a big deal if it's wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I'm wrong all the time about stuff. Wouldn't 92 be clear indication of kidney damage? Are you talking about the, yeah, we're a little past that right now. We're doing a full investigation here. Okay, let me pull up the original orders. Labs ordered. Okay. The box is 51.8. Okay. SGBT, ALT, and AST. Okay. So this looks like the top one looks maybe like AST. Oh, I don't have both on the screen. Let me do that. Let me do that. It takes a little bit of finagling, but we'll get there. Not to worry. Alt checks, the ALT checks liver. Yeah, yep. It should be a wake-up call, but, you know. Will it be? Will it be? Labs ordered. There we go. I mean, did she really think we weren't going to catch this? You know? That's what's so silly. Okay. All right. So these two at the bottom that are highlighted, okay, we have SGPT, ALT, and SGOT, AST. These are liver enzyme tests. Okay. SGPT, ALT. Oh, I think the bottom one might be ALT. This is tough. This is tough. I mean, there's definitely something there. If we have a graphic designer in the building, if you want to offer anything else I can do to adjust the image, I can definitely do that. Oh yeah, we've already gone over all of like the everything. The very beginning. Top one is total bilirubin. How do you see that? Like, what do you see? Can you explain? ALT, SGPT. See, I see ALT over here, but SGPT on the top. Like, I think this is SGPT, but that doesn't go with ALT. It does go with ALT. Wait, but I think ALT's down here. The farms have probably already got it. Yeah, probably. Hello, Delulu Pondu. It looks like total bilirubin to you. I wish I had eyesight like that. Wait, let's like zoom out. Maybe we're too close. So what we need is actually where the doctor wrote is where we need this. So one of the numbers is totally hidden. Excuse me, sir, I'm doing an investigation. Okay, please, can you hold off a little bit? So the pen mark is right over the first number. So we really only have this second value. I don't know. I can't make it out. But you're right, the farms probably already has. They probably have some kind of NASA enhance. So you think total bilirubin is 8.05? Okay. Total bilirubin. And measures the amount of bilirubin. Liver makes bile to help you digest food. Bile contains bilirubin. Most bilirubin comes from the body's normal process of breaking down old red blood cells. A healthy liver can normally get rid of bilirubin, but when you have liver problems, bilirubin can build up in your body to unhealthy levels. Why do you need this test? Well, if you've got yellowish skin or eyes, meaning jaundice, stomach pain, dark urine, light-colored stool, and flu-like symptoms. But if bilirubin 8.05 is bad, why isn't it not flagged as H? You know, let me see what a normal range is for bilirubin. Chantal assumes everyone is stupid. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. That's right. And that has always been her downfall. Yep. Or that, like, people aren't interested and bored enough to actually look further into it. You know, a lot of people are. All right, so normal range of bilirubin. Less than 0.3 milligrams per deciliter. Total. Oh, what is the unit of measure we're using on that test? What was it? Oh, that matters. Okay, so 1.71 to 20.5 is the normal range. So if it's 8, that's fine. That's within normal range, which makes sense because there's not an H indicator flag there. All right. So that's fine. We're talking about the bilirubin, though. That's not units per liter. And there's even one above that, underneath the microalbumin. Like, what's that? Very interesting. I'm curious. I am curious. Oh, no problem. I know. It's like, well, it's like you're looking at, I mean, she's got this stupid censored sticker over it. Like, really, really. You know how easy it is to take out information in like a decent way that doesn't make you look like a, you know, really? Like you have some problems. Like you can literally just do this, Chantal. This whole censored sticker is like a little overboard, you know? But that's her, so. Okay. Plus another idiot. Oh, I wasn't even showing you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Can't stand that. Basically, what I was saying, if this big censored thing across the top, right? All she has to do to block something out is just do something like this. That's it. But so this is like very overdramatic and dumb, in my opinion. What are you doing? What are you doing? Is it that time? Might be that time, guys. Even if it's addiction, she's just a greedy glutton. Plus, another idiot in her chat told her that flower she is growing will cure her diabetes in tea. Oh, the dandelion? No, it's not dandelion. It's not dandelion. Marigold. Oh, marigolds cure diabetes? Perfect. Perfect. Yep, makes sense to me. Okay. So here are the two values we're looking at in red. One of them is covered by the ink, and the second one within the red box could be something, but I can't read the result here. But we know that it's high, so I know dandelion tea. Dandelion tea will actually is a good diuretic. In case you needed one. She claims she had blood work recently. These numbers are not new. Okay. With a hint of rose petals. Marigold with a rose. It does it for me every time. Cured. 51.3 for this one. Let me get rid of this. I don't see anything there. I mean, I know there's something there, but I can't distinguish anything from it at all. I don't know. Marigolds, ginger, pink Himalayan salt. Oh yeah, the pink salt. Pickled garlic are all wackadoodle cures. Yeah. Yeah. Didn't she say she had blood work done within the month? I guess. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. 51.3. You guys see 51.3? You do? Really? You really do? It looks like there's two numbers after the decimal, though. To me. Above the 51 is a 32. Wow, you guys are good. I mean, I'm looking at it on a 27-inch curved monitor, and I'm clueless. I don't see anything. I mean, I know there's something typed there. I do see that. I totally get what you're saying. And I agree. These are, and they're both high. But I really can't see. Yeah, I'm sure someone in the farms has already, they probably already have the original medical records. I mean, let's be real. Just what she needs is more salt. You see 32 also? Okay. Including STD testing. Yeah. She's messing with fire. A friend of mine passed away from cirrhosis of the liver from obesity. It's a horrible death. Wow. Yeah. see 51? Well, there wouldn't be any letters in the result, because the unit of measurement I can see is units per liter. So it should just be a number in the result column. Hey, Rage Muffin, how's it going? Nice to see you. People in her chat are telling her nothing wrong with keto, but if her doctor said no, then she should listen to him. Dot, that is the most reasonable, down-to-earth thing I've seen you say in quite a while, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Nadia, the Farms is a website called Kiwi Farms, and you kind of have to check it out for yourself. I don't really even want to describe it. Yeah. Did they check our hormones? No, it wasn't ordered. It wasn't ordered. 51.31. All right, let's see what a normal range. And what do you guys think that is again? Do you think it's AST or ALT? Exactly, Jinxes. That's what yeah. Which do you think that that's for? Oops. Okay, honey, I'm coming. I'm coming. All right. All right. Like, do you think that's for ALT or AST, the 51? All right, I'm going to let my dog out just a moment. Okay, AST looks like the one above, and others are saying ALT. All right, let's look up the normal ranges for both. Okay, normal range, AST. Okay, and it is given in units per liter. That's the correct unit of measure. So women, normal, between 10 and 36. That's for AST, okay. ALT, between 7 and 55, but it varies depending on the lab used. Okay, let's look a little further into that. Between 4 and 36. This is why I do all this stuff off stream, because I look for... I really look into it. Serum ALT. Okay, how about the American Academy of Family Physicians? That's a good source, I think. Updating the healthy range for serum. Oh, that's from 2002. Okay, here we go. Liver function tests. Okay, ALT, AST. Okay, let me put this up on this. Actually, I'll just do this. Let me move my little guy here. Okay, so this is from Mayo Clinic. Standard range blood test results for typical liver function tests include ALT between 7 and 55 units per liter. AST between 8 and 48 units per liter. Bilirubin between 0.1 to 1.2 milligrams per deciliter. So ALT 7 to 55, AST 8 to 48. Yeah, I can't make anything out from that. I really can't. What would high ranges of those mean? It means she's got problems. She's got problems. Let me bring up my liver function test graphic. Okay, liver function tests. They measure different enzymes. That's what the ALT and AST are. Albumin, protein made in the liver. Total protein measures the total amount of protein in the blood. ALP, ALT, AST, different enzymes made by the liver. Bilirubin is a waste product made by the liver. Whoa, sir, really? And if levels of one or more of these substances are outside the normal range, it may be a sign of liver disease. Liver disease. Which, I mean, you know, she's already told us that she has fatty liver disease, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. So, you know, I think we get it. I mean, that confirms that, you know. They found the doctor. Oh my God. See your comment above with the ranges from NHS. They found the doctor. Okay, really, sir. Sorry, one moment. All right. Her organs are failing. Yeah. You know. I know the clinic that she went to, and they didn't have an endocrinologist on staff. And I would think with a blood sugar of over 400 while she was in the office, I would think that they would, that she said they gave her some insulin, but wouldn't you think that they would test it again before she left? Because it's not under control at all. Not at all. Not in the slightest. Here's her random glucose. This was in the office. 23.9 millimoles or 430 milligrams per deciliter. 430. Could she still turn things around? Yes. Will she? I think no, says Drinks This Journey. I don't know. I'm sorry, Judy. I don't have Denver set up. I can if you want. Yeah, we do have other Nesty Besties in Colorado. So yeah, I can add Denver. Let me make a note because I forget stuff as soon as I get off stream. I think she thought an insulin shot would be a magic fix immediately. Well, if it's fast-acting insulin, it should have been. Like, it should have brought it way down. But maybe it did, and then she got home and ate something, and it shot back up again. I mean, that's not controlled at all. Okay, Denver weather. I'll add that. We'll have that in the nest for the next time. New to the chat, not the channel. Love the deep dig into the number meaning. Thank you, Tragically Delicious. I like your name. Thank you so much. I'm glad you spoke up today. You still shocked about this number? Yeah. Yeah. Nadia, she said she was fasted when she went, I believe. A lot of people have that mentality that the medicine will cure and allow them to function normally. My dad is a lot like that, and it drives me nuts. Yeah, I could imagine. She had the business juice. and the business candy bars when she got home. Probably. Patricia says, if I were her, I would be devastated, but she's in denial and laughing. Yeah. UK weather should work. I think. Or it might be London. Actually, if you just do exclamation weather. There you go, London. Yeah, it's London. Thank you, Jinx's Journey. She just doesn't care. That's right. That's right. You're type 1 now, almost 50 years old, and I've always taken care of myself. That's awesome, Dot. That's awesome. You have to, right? Here are the cities that are available. At least your dad thinks medicine works. My dad is so nuts. He's anti-vax now. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, that's good to know, Rage Muffin. The weather is correct for London. Excellent. If that's an honest fasting number, then we'll be watching her last video soonish. Holy crap. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, she's not well. She's not well. And, you know, I think it says a lot that, you know, she shows us the ordered test, but not all the results. It's like, you know, really. We're not all Charles Reid over here. Okay, we're not. We're not Charles Reid. Yeah. So, 420 would have been funnier. Yeah, I guess so. Her pancreas is just a hater, says GC. She'll manipulate the F out of it. Yep, just a hater. Just jealous, clearly. God, don't you have any organs that are jealous of you? Oh, seriously. Your hubby put up your Christmas lights. I'm sure you can see us from space. Nice. That's awesome. Any normal person would be admitted to the hospital. Why is she allowed home? Good question, Patricia. I don't know. Just to add for the AST and ALT levels, Panda says stage 3 liver disease. ALT, AST, GGT are 50 to 200. Okay, okay. It's good to know. So if I put on some wings, can I be a nester? Of course. You got to subscribe, though. That's the only thing. I promise not to eat any birds. You better not. I'll be like Bruce from Finding Nemo. I pledge to protect and not eat any birds. Okay, kitty. Yeah, as long as you're subscribed, you're welcome in the nest. Absolutely. Over 400 over time, she is susceptible to heart attacks. Oh, over 40. Over time, she is susceptible to heart attacks and stroke. Who knows how long she has been this high? Right, right. Yep. They're not going to do that, Dot. She's not an expat. Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know. I guess we'll just wait for the next update. You know, she's going to be deceptive and manipulative and sometimes just not that bright. So we're not going to ever get the true story. She refuses treatment. Could be. Mm-hmm. I would think they'd be telling her to go home urgently for ongoing care. You would think so. Yeah. I don't. Maybe they have. But, you know, she's got nowhere to go, I don't think. I think everyone's done with her BS. I cannot even imagine carrying a stomach or midsection like that. She looks beyond 9 months, and that is really horrible. Add to that her super fat arso and legs. The fact she gets around is astonishing. True. You love owls? Nice. Yes, I love owls too. Especially the snowy owl. It's the best. It's one of the best predator out of all the owls. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. It's true. Mm-hmm. Oh, right on time, Nightbot. If you're enjoying your time in the nest, subscribe and stay a while. Oh, thank you. I think I will. Thanks. I think I shall. Had a real talk about what Salah would do for final plans. Yeah, I'm also looking into that as well. I'll be putting out something about that too. I would not be at all surprised if she has already had a small stroke. Me too, Rage Muffin. And she's kept it quiet, or she's not even aware she's had one. The way she drags her left leg indicates it. Yeah, yeah. Passes out treats to the nesties and drinks. Gather around, nesties. It's cold tonight. Yes. Come close. It's strange Salad didn't sit with her when telling us the results, you know, for support. He doesn't even seem to be in the building lately. Hey, B. Tevin. The owls. She isn't going to take doctor's advice properly. She will treat the doctors the same as her viewers. Probably, Laurel. Yeah, she knows better. She knows better. Lynn says, I'm Canadian. She's no longer covered for our Ontario health insurance as she has been gone over 153 days. Oh, okay. Thank you, AY. Yes, I'm nervous for her because I'm not sure how long she's really going to be alive. I know, Patricia. It's hard. Yeah, I don't know. Salah's driving around in the car she didn't pay for. The new car. Oh my God. Salah has left the building. I believe so. Yes, her coverage in Canada is no longer active right now. She can't come back and get immediate coverage. Wow, Marie. She's put herself in a really tight spot. Really tight spot. You had a TIA and you weren't aware of it. Just went dizzy suddenly. Wow. For everyone who's wondering what a TIA is, it's a trans-ischemic attack, and it's like a mini stroke. And yeah, some people don't even know it happened. Nadia says, I'm also Canadian. I think she should come back to Canada and seek treatment, physical and mental. She can go back to Kuwait when she's a better. Yeah, I mean, that would be what a sane, rational person would do. So it's probably not going to happen here. Yeah. Amy says, she has no idea how she looks to others. She's solely concentrated on the little section of face she shows. True. As harsh as it sounds, for those who are worried about her, she's actively chosen to live like this. This is all her own doing, knowing full well the ramifications. Yeah, Rage Muffin, I think she knows logically, but I think she stays in a very deep denial about a lot of things in her life. Her health, her relationship status, her level of beauty being hotter than 90% of YouTubers. She has just called herself chubby, like recently, just chubby. So I think she's in denial about quite a lot. Yeah. Okay, everybody. I think that's going to do it for me for today. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the nest, doing nestigations whenever we can, checking into stuff. Super important. Kinda. I appreciate each and every one of my little nesty besties, my little owls in here, so much. I hope everyone stays safe, healthy, and sane. And give yourself a break from this if you need to. You know, she can be very triggering. Give yourself a break. You know, go do something else. Or go to an entirely different section of YouTube and watch something entirely different. That's what I do. I don't spend a lot of time here, to be honest. Like, I'm in other parts. Because, you know, she gets to be a lot. You can't think about her all the time. Thank you, Joanna. You too, Spooky Von Sweets. Have a great night. Have a great day, everybody. I'll talk to you very soon. Okay, bye-bye.